Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a good day today. Today we will be checking out negative Steam reviews of my favorite game, Hollow Knight. Let's just get into it. So this review says deepness. I may be easily scared. I may be an easily scared loser, but deepness sucks. Get the game and stop looking at the I already own the game, so take that. I guess this was impressive in 2017. It's still impressive in 2026. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so this one says this game and its janky gameplay. Hornet and her fast too. I don't mind grinding difficult bosses. I spent 6 hours being modded Terraria bosses at a time because they're actually fun. These bosses just suck and they aren't fun at all, especially Hornet. Whoever designed her, you personally. Bro, but Hollow Knight isn't Terraria. Terraria is a different game. I've played Terraria. Bro, they spent 12.9 hours in the game. They got the Hornet and like gave up. There. Like, let's see what this one says. Great game, amazing visuals, superb soundtrack, and it's a game made for the age, made with love and passion. Incredible hard to recommend to people because it sucks to get so invested in a game only for true completion to require a permanent death run at 112% things. That should only be fun. It really blights the the game for me looking forward. The game is so hard to learn, especially with the what is that? Oh, especially with arthritis. Why are you playing a game with arthritis? You need some very precise positioning. The open-ending nature of progressing means that you can miss stuff, important stuff. Well, yeah, it's a Metroidvania, which means you're gonna get lost in such a big world and you're gonna miss stuff easily. I picked up and put down this game for like 5 years. Feels like an obligation because the art is so good. I missed so much important stuff. I basically playing with a guide in my lap, which doesn't feel fun. I would feel better if you had more movement in your kit from the jump. I just don't have the time anymore to blind play a game like this anymore. Okay, so like my thing is like it's not yes, you will miss stuff because it's a Metroidvania, but you're not obligated to play it. And maybe it's just me personally, but the fun things I find about the Metroidvanias and Hollow Knight is the way you miss stuff and the way I realize, oh, I should have gotten this. Or I see online that I missed something. I'm like, oh, I can go get that now. That's nice. That's just me personally, I guess. Hate every single Souls-like games. Okay. This game is made by State. I don't get no. Wait. How'd they refund it? Oh, they can't refund it anymore. Man, I bought this game and refunded it because I rebought the game. I'm still. Why would you rebuy it? Overrated. True. Well, no, wait. I thought this said underrated. No, it's not overrated. It's really fun. It too good. It was bad, but good. Or what? The story is super boring, and I dislike the gameplay. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna call. They got stuck at the crossroads. They don't even know the story yet. They literally they're inside the crossroads and they haven't even found the false knight yet. 0.4 of an hour is like 25 minutes, I think. I'm not a math genius or whatever. Next one. Let's take all the bad things from a Dark Souls games. Yeah, farm berries for map pointer update. Let's get locked in a room in a boss fight. I don't even remember how I get there. Nice game. Like, Hollow Knight isn't Dark Souls. Yes, it does take inspiration from it. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. But like, what do you mean farmed berries for a map pointer? Like, is he trying to talk about the geo? I don't know. I really don't want to give this a negative review. I wish I could give it a neutral review because there's a lot I love, but this game just isn't for me. I want to absolutely love it because the atmosphere, the world, soundtrack, and art styles are absolutely phenomenal. It's some of the best I've seen. I don't enjoy the gameplay. I find myself getting stuck, and I don't enjoy needing to travel all the way back to a boss when the boss is really punishing. I'm sorry, but I just don't think I'm the target audience, but I still love the game for this is a type of review I can like understand because they're basically saying that Metroidvanias aren't for them and Metroidvanias aren't for everyone. Yeah, but the runbacks in Hollow Knight, I actually know that the longest one only takes 40 seconds, so it's not really that bad. Where is the Cornifer guy? I don't have a map. I get and I'm stuck exploring while the most boring enemies I've seen. The only reason I can see this game being fun is the boss fights. But to get to them, you need to explore for 10 hours. What? I never took 10 hours to find a boss. I beat the bosses, the actual fun part of the game, until Royal Waterways in sub 10 minutes each. Every time I beat one, I'm stuck waiting an hour till I can get to the next one. I probably just played it really fast, but I beat the game in 29 hours, so I don't speak that. Look at all the metrics people use. This game is good, but I don't enjoy it. To add detail, to make choices easier, let me explain further. This game is amazing. I love my first 15 hours of every ounce of my being, but after I got past the mid game and into the end game, it stopped being Learn fun and became learn the very specific way to fight a boss and fail over and over again. That's how a good boss is. You have to learn their attack pattern, learn how to dodge it. You don't have to unless they're talking about Umu, you don't really have to find a specific way to fight the boss. Up to the end game, you can beat every boss within reason, with any and every tool. I don't really think that's true. Some charms are way overpowered. Each fight feels great and I loved it, but by endgame they expect you to use every tool in a certain way that it only way. I'm not sure about that. I beat the game honestly, even though I own a Silk Song after this, knowing what is ahead of me, I might just let Silk Song rot in my backlog for good. If you didn't really enjoy Hollow Knight, why would you buy Silk Song? Uh, Vinny, you don't know. I actually got Hollow Knight and Silksong at the same time because I was bored and wanted a game to play. Let's see more reviews. Uh, for negative. Primal Aspirates. True. This game did not cost enough money. I should have paid. Why are you putting a negative review though? I think that's a good thing. Pantheon 5 Markov, yes. They killed Mila. Okay. Primal Aspirates, yes. None of the areas are wheelchair accessible. Oh no, I can't use a wheelchair everywhere. Look at this. They have 77.7 hours. And then 5 Markov. Okay, this is gonna be a long one. This game, oh, it's not the one. This is the game that made me realize I don't like Metroidvanias. Retracing my steps over and over grows tired. Distances between checkpoints and fast travel points are also way too to migrate this. I hit the point where I couldn't figure out my next goal, wandered around for the next 45 minutes trying to figure out, and finally just quit. Graphic controls and presentation are really good. I can see people who enjoy this game really loving this game, but I get the appeal, but it just wasn't for me. Yeah, that's true. Metroidvanias aren't for everyone. I'm not reading all these. Good game, I just have a skill issue. Nice for admitting it. The game is full of bugs. One even affected my dreams. Don't buy if you have a kingdom. If you know, you know. So get the badge reviews and get the game. Huh. I already have the game. But, I'm not reading all that deepness, okay? Too cheap, should cost more. They got way too much value from this purchase. Then why is that a bad thing? I'm not reading this. This heartless people at Team Cherry killed Mila in cold blood. Yep, they did. Delicate flower quest. As much as the reviews may make you believe, everyone loves this game. Is as much as the reviews make you believe, everyone loves this game. It truly is not for everyone. Yeah, that is true. No blank with bruh. My wife left me because I play this game too much. That sounds like a you problem there. Just got the neglect achievement. I'm crying and sobbing and miserable. I just stopped letting me play this game. I have almost every part of Hollow Knight memorized just from playing a randomizer. Okay. You know, in my first playthrough of Hollow Knight, I never did save Zoe because when I tried to beat the Vengefly King, it killed me, and I just didn't really want to try it. And I thought it was a trap. I thought the thing in its mouth was already dead. I hate. Oh, okay. Mm, oh, bruh. What is this? Okay. Literally the best game ever, but it's not Garfield Kart, so I can review it is. Bruh. Cannot be without jumping this game gets an F for not meeting disability standards. What? There's a bad Silk Song knockoff too, y'all. This is just a prank thing to find annoying. You're loving the game. It's amazing game. It's an amazing game. However, Prime Last Bridge can suck my nut. Oh, and I hate Zoe 10 10 would recommend. Zoe exists. Can't blink the hornet. It's a good game, but I don't think it's for everyone. I did enjoy the first half. I eventually found backtracking to be a huge slog, and I don't remember the backtracking being to be this bad in a few other Metroidvanias. Yeah, but like the backtracking, I feel like is part of the exploration. I find fun in like going back and seeing if I missed anything. Cause like one of the first Metroidvanias I ever played was Super Metroid for the SNES. I wonder if I should go back and beat it. They killed Milo. So I look at the reviews and play the game. Spoiler is good. Can't blank this out the mic. I'm not sure if I don't like Metroidvania in general or just Hollow Knight. While I enjoy the boss fight, traversing and exploration is kind of boring, and those are basically the majority of the game. This includes enemies, and over time they become a chore. It doesn't help the fact that the map is very simplistic. While a lot of other people enjoy the game, it's just stalker me. I don't get the hate on the map. I find the map very useful. It shows you where you can and cannot, and what it shows you the path. It's just a 2D map. I don't find a lot of problem with it. You can buy pins that help you. What's this? I'm not the biggest fan of Metroidvanias, but all the reviews prompted to give you this one short review after reviews things. Even if you had more Metroidvanias, you'll like this one. A must play for any gamer, best Metroidvania there is, etc. Ultimate though, if you don't like Metroidvanias, this game will not change your mind. If you don't enjoy consistently backtracking, then this game is not for you. There's nothing about this game that I've ever seen that pushes it over a standard genre that makes me like it. Anyway, know if this genre is you for not, and save your money if the style of games isn't your jam. Yeah, before I bought Hollow Knight, I watched videos on it to make sure I would actually like it. And yeah, if you don't like Metroidvanias, don't buy a Metroidvania. Okay, Silksong 1, it's out. When was this? December 11th. Oh, you see, they had a year yet left. Uh, I think this will be the last review. I have several positive things to say about this game and a few negatives. Of course, I'll cover the positives first. The art style looks great. You can break things in the near background by swinging your sword as you pass by. Pretty fun. The game controls well through wall jumping, wall dashing can be a little finicky as it is in most games. Combat can be challenging but incredibly fair due to possibly the best telegraph attack animations I've ever seen for bosses, so you can almost always know exactly which attack is about to be used and you can act accordingly. I, I can't recall the music, but it was more atmospheric than anything. And the game does have a lot of atmosphere. This game just generally plays and looks really well. As for content, however, you may vary as you simply may not care for the following characters, story, and game length, or you may have vastly differing feelings on these things. Although I like the appearances of other characters, I didn't like them as people or find them very interesting. The story itself can be fairly cryptic for a while, but it moves along so slowly, and since I didn't care about the characters, they could all drop dead any second, and I'd be fine with that, provided that it didn't take too long for that to happen. I disagree with that. I I I like Coral was the first Metroidvania character that made me sad for him because he was really nice. On the last note, this game is a Metroidvania. For some people, the longer a game takes to complete, the better game it is. I'm of the opinion that the game should be as long as I can stay very entertained by it. When I start getting bored, the game needs to conclude a few hours later at most. With Hollow Knight, however, I'm apparently nowhere near where near the end of the game. Later at most. Oh wait, despite having dumped 14 hours into it so far, obviously there's someone that should be able to make the game as long as they want. I think it's a note that almost all of the other big Metroidvanias can be finished, usually 100%ed with all secrets attained in 14 hours to live. I'm not sure about that. Some of the Metroidvanias I play, I don't think you could beat them in 14 hours unless you're trying to speedrun. And plug in the names of various Metroidvanias to find okay. I think I found a Metroidvania that takes 17 hours to 112%. But All Night, it states it takes 21.5 hours just to finish the game. But without doing extra stuff, it takes 30 hours to complete. If find the extra stuff, while completionist needs 46.5 hours. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that the 46.5 is extra playthroughs and not just getting 100%. In any case, am I saying that a Metroidvania should not be longer than 10 to 15 hours? No, but I am saying that I've really slipped past this point in Boredom. Hollow Knight, everything's crafted really well, but for me, less would have been more here. The gameplay is so good. It's not good enough to keep me around. Without characters I care less, and a world that I care about. So just uh, so what? It just keeps on talking about the time, I guess. Um, yeah. So that will be the last review of today. I might make this a series, and yeah. See you in the next one. Bye.